It's always been regarded as CBI's worst kept secret, and after its director let the cat out of the bag yesterday, all the country's premier investigating agency could do was to hastily try and attempt to cover its tracks. On Tuesday, after being grilled by the Supreme Court over CBI reportedly consulting the government over its status report in the Colgate scam, Director Ranjit Sinha had let slip that the agency was indeed a part of government, a statement that left an already under fire Prime Minister red-faced and provided more fodder to the opposition. But the CBI did issue a hasty clarification on what the director meant, but the damage had already been done.
मैं सरकार का एक अंग हूँ, मैं कोई स्वायत्त संगठन नहीं हूँ और मैंने किसी बाहरी व्यक्ति को नहीं दिखलाया है, देश के कानून मंत्री को दिखलाया है और इससे जो भी स्थिति उत्पन्न हुई होगी उसके बारे में पूर्ण जानकारी उच्चतम न्यायालय को दे दी जाएगी।
The CBI director's admission drew severe criticism from former top cop and officials of the investigating agency. Some of it on headlines today criticized the CBI chief for what is being termed as a Freudian slip.
In a matter like this, where the Supreme Court has asked the director CBI to conduct an investigation into certain matters, and particularly those matters referred to some people in authority, and the matter is being monitored by the Supreme Court, it would have been most appropriate for him to file his report only before the Supreme Court and not to allow that to be seen or commented upon or corrected by any other authority. That is the position. It's a different matter. In the normal course, the director CBI has to meet the law minister. Law minister has to deal with almost every department or the other for something or the other. Okay. I don't think it's a crime for him to meet the law minister or the senior officers because he is a part of the government. I agree. He is like any other secretary to the government. And he is not an independent authority like Central Vigilance Commission or Competent Auditor General of India or CBC. So in a matter like this, which is monitored by the Supreme Court, he could have told them, sorry, this cannot be shared with you. That would have been the most appropriate thing for the director CBI to do.
Well, I suppose it works under the government. It is a law. It is known to everybody who is dealing with the CBI. But they try to cover up where the Supreme Court is not monitoring, that the government doesn't feel embarrassed.
CBI and before that Delhi Police under the Establishment Act, it was always autonomous. It had functional autonomy. It's only later, due to political interference, in the beginning a little subtle, and for the last few years more brazen, that that autonomy has been taken away. The political rulers can monitor things overall, but they have no business to intervene into day-to-day administration or into the registration of preliminary inquiry, FIR, investigation of charge sheet. There absolutely no role.
The CBI chiefs have chosen to be not independent. They could have been independent, and in March, the Supreme Court gave such a great opportunity for Director of CBI to act independently. But they chose not to be independent because this is their mindset. They've owed their promotions, their postings, and a lot of privileges to the political master. This has been their thinking because they've had the promotions, they've had privileges. It's been a give and take relationship. They are actually answerable to the law, but they've chosen to be answerable to persons.